Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I'm excited because I am going to bring you what I bought at Allen's Crazy Emporium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So guys, I'm going to take everything out of the bag and then I will show you what I got. Yep, you can tell I got a new pen. So let me do that. Let me take everything out. There we go. I am going to show you the bag. I think it's a really cute bag. Very simple, but I really like it. And it just has this sticker on the front. I will say I did not get the gentleman's name who helped me. He was so very nice. He really went out of his way to help me find everything I wanted, and with he was just so very informational and very helpful, and it was very appreciated. So these are free stickers, and this one says, let me get it up here so you can see it. It says, I love Crazy Allen's Emporium. It is a store that is all things stationery. They have all kinds of stationery stuff, stickers, journals, oh gosh, cards, ink, pencils, washi, everything, guys. It's just a really cute store. And then I got this one. Thought that was cute. So those were little freebies that they had. This goes together. Inks. We got the pen. This is a bag. I'm not sure. I think it actually goes with the endless recorder. Yeah, because that's the thing. It says world's most ink friendly notebook. I've never tried this brand. I am really anxious. So we'll talk about that when we open it, but it did come with this free little bag, which I think is cute, and I could use it for a lot of different things. So I think what I want to do is start with my fountain pen, and I am looking for my scissors. Right here they are, to open this. I have been wanting a vac fill pen for a while, and I saw one on Twisby, and it is called the Twisby Vac 700R. Now, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce the color correctly or not. Kyanite, Kyanite is the color. Guys, I went with the thought that I was going to get the iris if they had it, which iris is more iridescent, and it has like all colors. It's like blue and purple, yellow, a greenish blue. It's just, and it just kind of, depending on which way you turn the pen, beautiful pen. And that's the one I had my heart set on until I saw this one. Okay, so let's open this up and get this pulled out. Now, the thing that I liked about this store is this was really packaged well, guys. They had all their pens that they show in their case. They had one, well, I'm assuming all of them, because everyone I asked about, he pulled the pen out and let me try it. This is showing up more as a blue-green on the screen, but it's more of a, let me see if I can get this open. Look and see if it's taped anywhere. It's just a really tight fit, I guess. Nope. It does have tape. There we go. But the color, let me see if I can get it up here to you. It's it's more of a denim blue than it is a green blue. I don't know it, on my script there. That's a better color of it right there. It's more of a navy blue or a denim blue, but it is so pretty. This case is really nice. They have these little, my other Twisbies came in a different packaging, but it has the little cradle that the pen goes on, and then these slide over it like this to hold it in place. So the whole packaging and everything is very nice. This is a very sturdy, like plastic surround. So that was very, very nice packaging. I really, really liked it. The thing that I have been, oh, I want to show you the nib too. So we'll get with that. But this pen, when I hold my regular Twisby, so let me show you. This Twisby to me feels so much lighter than this Twisby. They are just, I'm going to use these two as a comparison. They look very similar. This one is, when you put them side by side, this one is a little bit longer, but I'm trying to see what the differences are. The clip is a little bit different. This one's, the weight on this one is a little bit different. Now I'm going to take this off as I'm going to show you the nibs, because you can really tell a difference in the nib. So the nib sizing, let me bring it up here like this. The vac feel is a lot bigger than the Twisby Echo, and I love that the nib on the vac feel has the same color as the band that is on the cap, has that same color on the nib. And so I like the Twisby fill mechanism anyway, but this pen, to fill it, you unscrew, I hope I don't mess this up, but you unscrew it and you pull it out, and then when you dip it in to fill it, and you take, it's like a plunger, and you plunge it and it pops down, and then that pulls all the ink up into it. So I'm looking forward to trying this pen. I did get an extra fine. Now, what I have found with Twisby is that, to me, the extra fine, I tried it in their store, this exact pen. The extra fine writes like a fine writes like a medium, and a medium, it's just way big. I don't know how to describe it, but they are not quite. I like the Sailor pens. I like the Pilot pens. I like the Twisbies. My Pilot and my Sailors, both of them, the fine point writes like a fine, and the extra fine is, they both are write the same, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. But when I get a Twisby, the Twisby seems to write bigger than what my other pens write. It feels like I said, a fine feels like I'm writing with a medium point in a Pilot or a Sailor. So I got the extra fine in this pen. So I'm excited about using this one, and I'm excited about it, guys. So this is my new pen. I will fill it up with ink and kind of swatch it later. I'm going to swatch the inks with you today, I think. But this is my new pen. Actually, I could ink this and swatch all of my inks in a separate video. That might be what I do. So this is my new TWSBI pen. And again, it is called TWSBI VAC 700R. And I'm not sure about this part. Kyanite, Kyanite. So the second thing that I got, this is something that I have been wanting for a while, and Christopher and Emma were looking for me in Japan, and they did not see the kakamori, I think that's how you say it, tip that a lot of people use on the wooden handle for swatching inks. Well, Colorverse has their own style, and this is called a shuttle nib. They had it in the brass and they had it in the aluminum, and I'm going to be honest and say the handle and the nib are either in brass or aluminum, and the full brass was very weighted, and I felt like it was too weighted for my comfort. I just didn't like the heaviness of it. So I did pick it up in the aluminum. So guys, this is I have not looked at this. I'm just going to pop it open real quick. It really doesn't say a whole lot. But it's just like the kakamori. I think that's how you say it. Nib. So this is the actual nib. And as you can see, it's got the little, kind of made the same way. And then this is the handle. I asked him for the other nib, and he said they didn't have it, but they had this. And so I decided to go with this one. So this one is the aluminum, and I think it just pops in. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yep, it just pops right in. And so now it works just like the kakamori. So I'm excited about this because this is going to grab hold of a lot more ink, and so you can do it on the side and do like swatches, and then you can write, and the more you lower it, the wider the print is. So I'm really excited about using this one, and I think what I will do is I will use this one in my inks when I do my swatching, and I will load up my new TWSBI too and show you how that writes in that same video. So I'm going to put that to the side, put that there. I'm excited on using this Colorverse, and this is called the Shuttle Nib Holder in aluminum, and then the Shuttle Nib aluminum. So both pieces are in the aluminum. So I want to put those over to the side. Then I knew I wanted a couple new inks, and I have a brown ink, but it's very dark, and I wanted one that was kind of a medium brown. So I am going to try this one. This is J. Hubman, and it is called Cafe. I don't even know how I'm going to mess this up. Cafe des Isles. I don't know. But the little gentleman that was running the shop yesterday, he said they sell a lot of this one. And the other thing about this one is this bottle has a pen holder across the top. So I'm looking for, let me try one of like my sailor pen. That's too big for it. Um, well, I guess this is the perfect, because this is perfect size, but it's got a little divot in here, which I have never noticed that on their bottles. So you can rest your pen. I think that's pretty cool. Um, so we're going to try this. This is everything else I could get in a smaller amount of ink. I had to get 30 mLs to get this one, but my pilots are the 15 millimeters, which is what I prefer. So we will try swatching this one too. So I can't wait to use this one. Then I have been wanting a lighter pink ink, and so they had 20% off of the pilot inks yesterday when I was there. So I have a darker ink. I have the, let me see what the name of the one I already have. The one I have is called Kusu Musu. I have no idea if I'm even anywhere close to that. But this is the Hana Akeda. And so this is a really pretty lighter ink. So it should be about the same color as on that bottle. So I'm excited about that. I knew I wanted a bright green. I wanted a yellow. I wanted a medium tone brown. I wanted the pink, and then I wanted a pretty purple, and I forgot to get the purple, but anyway, I can go to my local store here and get that. So this, I'm hoping, is going to be the perfect yellow for me. It's got a little bit more orange to it, so I'm thinking it might do better for what I want. But this is called the Toro. I don't know. It's Toro. So I'm hoping this is going to be the perfect yellow. I'm still on the hunt for the perfect yellow. My problem with yellow inks is that when you're writing with them, it's very hard to see what you're writing until they dry. And then you can see the color. So it's, for me, it's very hard. The older I get, the harder it is for me to distinguish colors as I'm writing, really pale colors. So I'm hoping this is going to be a better fit for me. So I love this one. Now, these were all listed originally as $12.80 a bottle, but they were 20% off. I'm trying to do the math in my head. But anyway, they were 20% off. So that brought the amount way a lot less. So that was always a plus. So I got that one. And then the next one I got was, I don't have any idea that I'm going to get this right either. Cheery. But this is more like a grass green or a leaf green. And I'm excited about this one. I don't have anything anywhere close to this at all. So it's going to be this color green. But you can see it in the bottle. It's just going to be a bright green. So I'm really excited about that. So those are the 4 inks that I bought yesterday. I was looking to see, I don't think the J. Hubman ink was on sale. It was not. And it was $13.95. So that was they were all a really good deal. Now, the last thing that I got while I was there is this endless recorder journal. And they had Moleskine, they had, I never say it right, Lekstrom. Lloydstrom journals. They had, I'm gonna back you up just a little bit. They had a lot of different journals, and I thought, he told me this was his favorite and that it was really good with inks if you tend to use fountain pen inks. This is a little belly band. It says a crisp, smooth 80 GSM acid free regalia paper ensures zero bleed through and feathering as tested with most inks. With the exceptional smoothness of this paper and representation of colors, putting anything on it is a wonderful experience. The fine leatherette with a gorgeous deep color makes your notebook an ideal companion for any setting. So this is faux leather. This has 80 GSM acid-free regalia paper, ruled page layout, 187 numbered pages, 16 perforated sheets, 2 index pages, expandable inner pocket, 2-page marker, 8.3 by 5.5 inches. So I'm going to open this, and I have not seen the line with, I got the ruled because I am going to use it for a journal. So I'm hoping it's going to be the width that I like. So, oh, I like this. So this is the table of contents. This does feel really nice, really nice. I can, yes, this rule is a good rule for me. I will show you what I'm using right now. And this is just one that I picked up from Target. Now, this one is a little bit narrower. I prefer the narrower width, but this is not as wide as a wide rule, so I can make do with it. I'm going to try it. They did have other options. They had a dot grid, and I know blank, and then the ruled. So I am excited about trying it. I'm thinking with the width of this paper, though, I may have to, let me get the other page marker out. There we go. Well, there we go. So I may end up having to use 2 pages each day, do both of them. This paper really does feel really nice. I will let you know. I might be able to come back in the back and kind of do a test page back here, or either on the index page, because I don't usually use an index page for or a table of contents in my journal. Oh, it's a little sticker. Ideas are endless. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay. I'm going to try, let's see. I will try trying to decide what I want to use. I'm going to try my sailor pen. I will say it does write very smooth. I'm going to try something with my Twisby here, which to me writes like a medium. Oh, I'll put sailor beside it. And I'm trying to find something that I've got inked. I've got several pens that I need to clean and let's see. Alrighty, so now let's flip it over. I can see a little bit of ghosting with the platinum serratus. There is a little bit on that one and on the TWSBI medium, but it does not go all the way through, but there is a little bit of ghosting. But I do like the smoothness of this paper. I'm going to give it a shot and see how I like it. I still have a couple more weeks in my notebook the notebook that I have is just a note. I think it's called Note to Self. Yeah, Note to Self. And this is by Wit and Delight. It's just a journal that I picked up from Target. Nothing special, nothing, just one that I picked up at Target. So I am excited about this notebook. So guys, this is all the stuff that I got. Let me see if you can get all my inks in there. The notebook, they're still out, so I'll put this one there. And then this is my new pen. Now, I do want to say I was not going to get any pens, but I checked. I don't know. I knew it was about time for my North Carolina State refund check to be deposited in my account, and it was. So it was deposited on Monday, and I did not realize it. So I felt like, since I had a little extra money, that I could buy this pen, and this pen was $80. So I kind of treated myself with the pen because, got a little extra money in my deposit. So, but my goal was to get the ink and possibly some other supplies. But anyway, things just worked out. So I got a pen. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and the next one you see, I'm going to be swatching all of the inks and showing you this pen, it inked up and all of that. So guys, until next time, bye-bye.